Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Butters here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice. When we left off, Rafa has done the
You okay?
yeah, I am absolutely.
We left off.
What is this thing called again? It's not the spirit channeling. It's the.
Come on, you can do it.
Sorry, it's the
with
most
a
difficult
D.
part. Divination seance.
There you go, yay!
There you go.
Round of applause.
You'd think since I titled these videos, I would know what they were. But we're finally getting this. We're trying to get the nitty gritty details. It's not the easiest. The couple first few that we did were pretty easy, but then we left off on a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to figure it out off camera a little bit. It wasn't going anywhere.
No.
I went ahead and looked it up, so I now know what we're looking for.
He knows, I do not.
We were just a little early on things when it came to our theories. So now that we have the information of what the explosion was, now we use the 3 p.m. part on this because that changes the time, I'm going to assume.
Oh.
Unless the walkthrough failed on this one, which could be, they were playing it like they were playing the game, so hopefully this is accurate. But please?
People tend to be smarter than us.
Sense.
Yep, okay.
There we are. Your benevolence.
So I think we were maybe overthinking.
There's a glaring problem with this insight.
There is?
You say that the murder happened at around 3 p.m., which is right around the time my client arrived on the scene. However, now that we know what the source of the loud bang is, your insight conflicts with a certain piece of evidence.
I suppose I have to ask the obvious here. What evidence conflicts with the claim that the murder occurred at 3 p.m.?
That would be Albie's statement.
I'll be your guide statement again.
Yes, because to summarize what he said, at around 2 p.m., Shadow was surprised by a firecracker ran to the palace courtyard.
Around 2 p.m.?
That's right. 2 p.m.
What?
Not 3 p.m. Not right.
Ah! Oh God! Are you suggesting?
That's the first time we've pissed her off. I think you know where I'm going with this. Datz's laugh, the cry of the warbad, and the bang of the firecracker were all heard right before Mr. Inga's death. Thanks to Albie's statement, we can put a definite timestamp on all these sounds. Therefore, what this vision shows is that it's extremely likely that the deceased's final moments were at 2 rather than 3 as we had originally thought.
Dare I ask?
It means the murder took place a full hour before Dhurke entered the tomb.
Pakunka! Oh, how can this be? Are you saying that I, the very personification of the law, have been mistaken?
Yes. Oh my.
Her nails! Broke your acrylics!
Now you see why justice always prevail.
So that's her breakdown animation.
The basic one.
She breaks her nails. That sounded painful.
It did.
Peace, I say. Now the defense.
Now, I could be wrong, because obviously I don't do my nails, but isn't the glue supposed to be like really like heavy duty?
Yes.
So that would take a lot of force and a lot of hoping that didn't pull your freaking nail off your hand.
Yeah, it's on top of your original nail. And like when you break it, it still hurts like as if your regular nail broke because it pulls on your.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never had nails on either. I just know the logistics.
I think I learned it from Unisonus when they did the nail episode. Yeah. To stamp myself on that one. All right, as the defense.
I must remind you that the figure of the accused was clearly shown in the vision.
Clearly?
How do you explain that?
Change the clearly part, Judge.
I think she had a fist, and the nails went in her fist, and she broke them by punching it. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was clearly shown. Thank you, Apollo. After all, the figure didn't actually have a face.
Ah, you're absolutely right. Without a face, we can't be certain of who it was.
Furthermore, I need to remind you that if the vision is from 2 p.m., Dhurke was still with me and Mr. Wright.
He has an alibi.
Which means this faceless figure couldn't possibly be him.
So then, what are we to make of this 1 hour difference?
Wait, 2 o'clock? That's when... Oh, my mother was performing the rite of channeling.
The palace gods had had all been reassigned to guard the channeling chamber for the Wright. Don't tell me.
The royal residence. It would have been virtually unguarded.
It's hard to remember sometimes that he's actually up there on the stand because he's silent except for like 2 lines an episode. Which means the real killer could have easily slipped unseen into Amara's tomb.
Defense, are you saying? This is someone disguised as the accused?
Possibly. That's
What do you mean
exactly what I
possibly?
believe, Your
Of
Majesty.
course it is.
Well, I mean, the faceless part is still the confusing part. We know it's not Dhurke, but is it someone disguised or is it some weird fucking who do the voodoo you do kind of shit? I just think what I believe, Your Majesty.
Either way, it still qualifies as a disguise.
In a way, yeah. Preposterous disguise cannot deceive the memories of the dead. That the face did not appear this time is mere happenstance. Had it appeared, such subterfuge would have been as clear as day.
What?
He's got a point there. Anyone who knows about the divination seance would have tried to hide their face. Nevertheless, our killer openly appeared before Inga. Question is, why? Apollo? Maybe the killer could afford to be so bold because they knew their face wouldn't show up in the seance vision. Huh? It's possible that the killer dared to dress in Dhurke's clothes and stand square in front of Inga. Precisely because they knew they could get away with it. But how could anyone be so sure of something like that?
The founder.
A long time ago, I heard a cognitive disorder that impairs a person's ability to distinguish between different faces.
That's why he had to write down those descriptions.
You know, actually, yes. Yeah, that makes sense. He has to write
So he
them
can
down.
remember who's
because
who.
Yes. That's interesting.
I'm smart.
What if Inga had it? Then are you saying this is literally how Inga saw the world?
Wow, that's terrifying.
Yes. We can't normally see through the eyes of others, but in this case, we can. And if he had that disorder, I imagine this is how faces appeared to him in life.
God, that's terrifying.
If that's how it actually works, that'd be fucking... I don't know the logistics of that, because I mean, that would have to forego... Okay, I guess the disorder can make sense because what your eyes see and what your brain perceives can be different, so that makes sense, I guess. So, yeah.
Dang, so the picture of the Holy Mother, she's like, I see everyone like this.
What if that's the Holy Mother disorder?
I'm like, the Holy Mother disorder.
Maybe that's why they do the faceless, because they couldn't recognize her face. I don't know. Anyways, that's going too far.
No,
Okay, let me just stop being stupid. Let's just say that the killer knew that Inga had such a disorder. They could definitely use it to pin the crime on Dhurke. But if you're wondering about how to prove that Inga had it, and you already have what you need.
Yep.
Really?
The list.
Well, defense, do you have anything to show to this court?
Yes, I believe so. What the fuck? Frankly, I have no idea what Mr. Wright means, but I'll look at the evidence over again.
What explains why the face of Minister Inga's killer is absent in his seance vision?
There's his notepad. That's so...
Yeah, Nana, purple hat, glasses, diamond-shaped tattoo on forehead, Dhurke, long hair, eye patch, blue clothes, Phoenix Wright, spiky hair, blue clothes, pink necktie.
Oh my god.
What?
Granted, I don't know how this would work because of how, even though the time of death is supposed to be 2 o'clock, but we have the testimony that Rafa saw Minister Inga white as a ghost running out of his room after Nana went in there. What if the fact that he couldn't recognize faces, he never knew that Nana was Amara? Because she was completely different in her presentation, and all of a sudden, she walks in and probably says who she is, and he just goes flush.
Without her hat.
Exactly, so he just goes, oh shit! He literally sees a ghost and runs.
Dude.
That's an interesting fact right there.
With no face, that would be terrifying. Granted, that's how he sees everyone, but still, the fact of her saying who she is.
Yeah.
A notepad?
Yes, it was found in Mr. Inga's room. And it holds the answer we're looking for. As you can see, it's filled with detailed notes on various individuals. What kind of clothes they wear, hairstyles, and other discerning physical characteristics. Thank God everyone wears the same clothes in this universe, otherwise he'd be fucked.
And this is connected to the faceless nature of the killer. How?
The visions we saw was exactly what Mr. Inga saw with his own eyes. This is who saw his
It is he who saw
his killer as a person with... Apollo never talks like that. It is he who saw his killer as a person without a face. Now, you don't talk that, Apollo. Stop it. In fact, this is how he normally saw everyone around him.
He's been in crying for too long.
Yeah.
What's this?
I believe Mr. Inga had a disorder that prevented him from recognizing faces. It would explain the faceless being and why he needed a notepad full of people's physical characteristics. That's right, he doesn't know what your face looked like when he died. I'm so sorry.
Now that I think about it, my father was always terrible at remembering people. By simply changing my hairstyle, he would fail to recognize even me.
Your Eminence, you knew that your husband had such a disorder, didn't you? But you withheld that bitch, didn't you?
She's not saying anything.
Really not.
He never wished for it to become public knowledge. But I suppose there's no use in keeping quiet about it now. It is as you say. My late husband had a special disorder that hindered his ability to recognize faces. The medical term for it is, here we go, prosopagnosia?
That's gonna be the closest I can come to it, so. See, Mr. Wright was right. Jesus Christ, he's smart.
The memories of those afflicted with such disorders in life do appear strange at times. There is a precedence for this.
So the killer literally knew about the disorder and used it to their advantage. So since he kept it hidden, only those close would know it.
Uh-huh.
Right, so there's someone who is both knowledgeable and in the about the divination seance, and aware of Inga's affliction. Your Eminence? Who knew about your husband's condition?
A small number of servants who tended to his needs, and me. Surely you're not about to insinuate that I committed this crime.
Oh no, Your Eminence, not yet. Still, could she have done it? Gran has an alibi, remember? Alright, 2 p.m. She was conducting the rite of channeling at 2 p.m.
Yeah, I even took a picture.
In that case, Your Eminence, does Nana know about Minister Inga's disorder?
Of course she does. She's our head servant. He's like, yes.
So as head servant, she knew about Minister Inga's condition. And as the princess's personal attendant, she is familiar with the divination seance. If these two facts together don't make her a possible suspect, I don't know what would.
And they both have that tattoo on their forehead.
Yeah.
You witless lawyer, how quick you are to forget the facts.
Facts like...
How dumb you are. When Inga was last seen alive, you claim he was slain at 2, yet that is impossible. For Rafa saw him at 2:30.
That is still a problem that even I don't quite get. We did completely forget about that. No, there must be some mistake.
So you see, the murder could only have happened at 3 p.m. The hour Dhurke entered the tomb. There is no other answer for this puzzle.
Why don't we ever get to make up answers like Ground makes up laws?
Like you said, she could have channeled him.
Yeah, but then the reaction wouldn't make sense about... Well, actually no, because it would become Inga mentally as well, so that is still a possibility. I'm just so unsure at this point now, because it doesn't fit like a complete puzzle piece. We're trying to jam it at this point, but we're missing some pieces here. Guess it's back to square one. Where did we go wrong? I don't think we're the problem. We just seem to be short one piece of the puzzle. Exactly, Phoenix. As I just said, we are connected, bro. Our deductions so far explain everything to a T. Everything except for Inga's sighting at 2:30. I see, and without that final puzzle piece, all of our deductions fall apart.
Yep.
Apollo Inga's sighting is the only anomaly. We'll just have to find a way to make it fit into the biggest picture.
Bigger picture.
Bigger picture.
The biggest picture.
It is the biggest one, though. Time to think outside the box then, right? Let's see. It would be impossible to see Inga walking around after he'd been killed. What if there was a way to make people think he was alive even though he was dead? Like a way to make people witness the living dead? Sounds like some kind of TV show. Things that don't happen in real life.
Come on, Apollo.
There,
now, yep.
Apollo, did you just... I did. I figured it out. I know how to make people witness the living dead.
See, this is what I was saying.
Yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is the truth. So I just wasn't sure if that would completely
There's literally
fit
no
yet.
other way.
Your Majesty, our deductions weren't wrong after all. Despite Mr. Inga being murdered at 2 p.m., he was seen heading into the tomb at 2:30. And I'll tell you how.
I certainly hope you will, because I have no idea what you're talking about.
The image Inga Benevolence saw was, in fact... Oh. Everything does fit.
Why do you say that?
It wasn't Queen Garan that channeled Inga. It was Nana / Amara. This confirms it because Amara would have gone to the tomb, committed the murder, and then she was dressed as Nana walking into the living quarters, but then only Inga came out white as a ghost running back away because no one saw Nana after that moment.
Yeah.
And that's when Inga ran out into the tomb.
Because it was Nana running out.
Exactly,
Amara.
Nana / Amara as Inga. That's how that fits in.
I still love how they still haven't said that Nana is Amara, but we're just automatically going with it.
I mean, we just feel that because of the physical facts match it. So,
yeah.
All right, I want to save here for a second because I don't remember if there was a penalty. And even though we know it's someone chilling him, I want to see what happens if we pick a ghost or clone because that's just amazing. Maybe it was a ghost, even a clone. You ever seen Star Wars?
I was gonna say Your Majesty, I fear the poor lawyer must be feeling ill in his tiny horned head. We should summon an ambulance before it's too late.
Agreed, Your Benevolence.
The things I do for love. Okay.
Why?
Can't anyone take a joke in this country? Yes, Apollo, exactly.
It was a joke, was it? For shame, you had me truly worried there for a moment.
I'm fine. I'm done joking around. Jesus. All right. So the Minister Inga, her benevolence saw was, in fact, someone channeling him. It was the deceased being channeled. It's the only way a man who was already dead could have been seen by her benevolence.
Channeled, you say?
That's right. And there are only 2 people capable of spirit channeling here in Khura'in. Her Eminence Queen Garan and my cut the ixnay on the Maya Faye. Don't need to get implicated again, Apollo. Stop it. It's possible one of them was channeling the minister.
It would seem that you are ever bent on making me party to this crime. I hate parties. Prosecutor, what was I doing at 2:30 p.m., the time at which my husband was seen?
Eminence, let's see, 2:30 p.m. I believe we had completed the channeling rite and were having tea with the king of the neighboring realm. There have been many attendants there too. Nada has to keep up with her schedule too. What doesn't she make him do? Then that leaves only Maya.
Yeah, see, they haven't figured.
Yeah,
they haven't
does.
connected Amara and Nana.
No.
No one has.
Maybe someone was forcing her to use. Granted, you know, we do have to keep in mind the fact that Maya was in there the whole time, tied down to a chair, wasn't she?
Yes.
She would know everything that's going on, and we haven't spoken a word to her.
Because she's out cold.
You got a good point.
In the hospital.
Maybe someone's forcing her to. I forgot about that for a while. So someone's forcing her to use her power toward nefarious ends. The real killer could have been threatening her.
I almost used the judge voice.
I noticed.
That cannot be. Because I'm pretty sure he's said that something like that before.
Probably. So then Inga's scream. That was probably from when he woke up from being called back to this world. After all, that's when the flow of time would have picked back up for him after he died.
Oh.
So Mr. Inga probably leapt to his feet thinking he'd just had a nightmare. Then realizing it was almost time for the hostage exchange, he raced off to Amara's tomb, not even realizing he was already dead.
Wow, that's dark.
Yeah.
Then, the benevolence really did see a dead man running.
Ah! God, that's terrifying.
That is. Yeah, your last time you saw your father, he was already dead, just so you know.
Wow.
Using the sacred power of spirit channeling to commit a crime? How can this be?
You should come to the U.S.
The defense calls Miss Maya Faye to the stand.
Well, Your Eminence, will you allow a new witness?
It matters not. Either way, this lawyer shall soon know the truth. You will know just how much of an imbecile he is in the face of my invaluable arguments.
Insult me all you want, witch, but you'll be eating those words when I expose the truth, and we're gonna change that W to a B.
I was just about to say change the W to a B.
Very well, let us adjourn with the next witness is ready.
Recess! Yay! My favorite part.
Recess.
To be continued.
Ba ba ba.
So I guess Maya's woken up and doing well now, I suppose.
Or they're gonna wake her up.
Just, Maya! Get up! We need you in court now. Alright. Moving on. May 19th, High Courtroom of Karate. Accused lobby. Thank you.
Talk about some really close shaves.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were sitting in the stand.
You forgot.
Well, you can't get a closer shave than Headsman's brand blades, that's for sure.
Are you doing a sponsorship right now, Apollo?
The trial's not even over yet and I'm already exhausted.
You're sponsoring the executioner? Still, you're able to fight back the queen herself in there.
Well, maybe with Miss Faye's help I won't have to keep on playing her game much longer. Speaking of which, I guess it's a little late to be asking, but do you think she's well enough to testify, Mr. Wright? She slept all day yesterday out of exhaustion, apparently. But that's all it was, so she should be okay.
Barbed head, horn head.
That's an easy one to figure out.
Yes.
Don't need question marks on that one.
No.
Oh, hello, Your Benevolence. Princess Rafa, you're really impressive in there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know you are. Bless you, I know.
Padme?
I can't skip this.
I am prepared to face my father's death.
Good for you. Proud of you.
She still sounds 20 there.
Yes, exactly. Despite your mother's opposition, you stood your ground. And in doing so, you fulfilled your duty as the royal priestess. I'm proud of you.
It was all thanks to you and your friends. Your belief in me gave me the courage to follow my path. So, you have my gratitude.
No, don't mention it.
I know. I shall thank you with a gift. What would you like? A cow? A horse? Or perhaps I shall reward your efforts with a royal shoulder massage.
Yes, please. Oh, that's okay, Your Benevolence. Your gratitude's more than enough, thanks.
Dude, I would take a horse in a heartbeat. You kidding me? But I thought you Americans liked massages.
Not the kind you want to give.
My technique is highly praised by my father, I'll have you know. And he had back problems.
Is someone watching? Hey, you! Lawyers! Where's your key? Huh? Dirk? That's a good question. Oh no, he didn't break out, did he? I blew big time, AJ.
What'd you do?
That's... Shut up, you! What's going on? This cat is trying to escape with the accused. What?
We're able to nab him, but the accused is nowhere to be found. Where are you hiding him, you miscreant? I kept telling you I got no idea where he went. I mean, yeah, we booked it together, but I lost track of him after that.
So Dirk's on a lamb now?
Oh my god.
Probably, but who knows? He vanished in the blink of an eye.
Vanished?
Why?
You wanna know something, AJ? Dirk said to me, I can't put Amara in danger. I have to set her free before it's too late.
What? Don't tell me he's gone to rescue her.
But that's what I am telling you. It's why I helped him escape in the first place.
You do realize what you've done.
Why was he laughing?
It's a good question. Well, what's done is done. Still, why did he choose to go rescue her now?
Maybe he didn't want to die with any regrets or something. You know, just in case he ended up on the chopping block. No faith in you, kid. No faith in you.
Why, Dirk? I thought you believed in me.
Ah, don't be like that, AJ. You'll be back as soon as he frees Amara. You'll see.
That's not the point, Dats.
Listen, lawyer, you let us know immediately if the accused contacts you. The trial will now resume. See if you're ready.
Wait, the trial's still on? Even without the defendant?
Those are eminence's orders. So you will return to the courtroom at once.
Let's go, Apollo. All we can do is see where the next testimony leads.
Did he maybe she's in the sarcophagus and he went to go get her out of there?
Does he know that she's in there? Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he had a hunch. I don't know.
He's smart. He knows like us.
Now
Now then, let us resume the trial at hand.
On your entry, my client seems to have gone missing.
What do you think, Your Eminence? Should he proceed without the accused?
Why not? My royal guard is searching for him as we speak. I shall find him soon enough, for they would not dare to keep me waiting.
Yes, but what about the law governing court proceedings?
I am the law.
Then I shall simply revise it.
Oh, here she goes.
With her nail.
Excellent. Same page.
As ruling sovereign of Crine, I proclaim the following. Should the accused be an enemy of the crown, they may be tried in absentia.
Well, in that case, I guess there's no problem with proceeding.
Oh.
Will the witness, Miss Maya Fay, please approach the stand?
Or is it absentia?
I don't know.
I've never seen that word in my life.
Me either. Sorry to summon you like this, Maya.
We're learning so many new words. Getting dragged out of bed and into court is not exactly a fun wake-up call, Nick.
I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It was my idea.
And you are...
Oh, right. I'm Apollo Justice. It's
I
nice to finally meet you.
Great way to meet Maya.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're Apollo. Nick's told me all about you. You're the new guy with the loud voice and a bit of an unreliable streak, right?
Unreliable? That was 2 years ago.
Oh, this jam.
You've come a long way since.
This jam.
Oh, yeah.
Why was I called here anyway?
There's my trap remix.
I've missed my girl.
Hey there.
Am I under arrest again?
Huh? I guess no one's filled her in. Well, she has been asleep this entire time. Miss Faye, this is a trial for Dhurke Sadmati, and you're here as a witness.
What? Dhurke's been arrested? But...
It's not exactly the reaction I was expecting.
Miss Fay, are you suspected of playing a part in the murder? Oh, you are suspected of playing a part in the murder of Justice Minister Inga.
What?
Someone allegedly forced you to channel the minister to obfuscate the time of his murder. At least that is what the defense claims.
Wait, what? How could you, Apollo? How did you even reach that conclusion?
Sorry, but it's the only way this whole case makes any sense. She mad.
Yeah.
She mad.
For understandable anger at the defense aside, will you testify, Miss Fay?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Great way to kick off your relationship, Apollo.
Right.
By pissing her off.
I'd be mad too.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me? I wake up from being, medically admitted, and you freaking...
After having been kidnapped.
Exactly. For couple days she was there?
At least.
I don't have any idea what's going on, but I know I didn't channel Minister Inga. Didn't even have a chance to do something like that. Besides, I'd never go quietly along with some criminal's plan. So I guess there are some things I'd go quietly along with.
The hell's that mean? What does that mean?
If they had a gun to my head or something.
Seems the witness doesn't believe she's ever channeled Justice Minister Inga.
And if her words prove to be true, defense, your entire argument becomes moot. You do understand that, don't you?
Yes, of course. Doesn't seem like Miss Faye is lying. Apollo, Maya was being awfully secretive about something just now. And I guess I better
Phoenix
dig a
knows
bit
her
and
well,
try to
so
get
he
her
would
opened up to me first. He's like, yeah, Maya, you got some secrets you gotta tell me over here?
Oh, maybe she knows Nana is Amara somehow, and she hasn't said anything about that because she asked her not to or something?
Maybe it was like one of those shh kind of moments.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, oh, who's that? Oh, hi, Amara. Though I guess there are some things I'd go quietly along with. Nani?
Yeah.
Sounds to me like you're trying to hide something, Miss Faye.
Didn't anyone teach you about respecting boundaries, Apollo? It's really rude to pry into a person's private affairs.
Sorry, I didn't realize. Wait, we're in a court of law.
Yeah, I know.
Then what was that all about me being rude? I'm just doing my job. So please, just tell me, what exactly are you hiding?
Man, they really got off on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I promised Dhurke I wouldn't say.
You made a promise to Dhurke?
Oh. A pretty big one.
I think this is about all you're going to get out of her. Yeah. Maya seems really confused, but you can't blame her for not knowing what happened. True. After all, she first she was kidnapped, and now she's wrapped up in a murder case.
Maybe Dhurke told her that, Nana is Amara.
Yeah, we'll have to fill her in if she gives her testimony. And we're gonna fill her in next time.
Oh,
by
boy.
pressing every single statement that's available on this screen and get all that exposition.
We'll even press.
Oh my God, it's magical.